And we're joined here by Terry Gibson, who's part of the ITV team here tonight, the co-commentary. Welcome to Plough Lane again, Terry.
I'm absolutely delighted to be here. It's a place I would like to be here more, but work commitments mean I'm doing other stuff at weekends. So when I was asked by ITV to do Barcelona Atletico Madrid last night and Wimbledon Ramsgate the following night.
Still doing Spanish football?
Yeah, so I did a game last night for ITV. So it's I'm looking forward, really enthusiastic about it. I don't get often to do English football matches.
Yeah.
And certainly it's a privilege to be here to be able to do Wimbledon in the FA Cup.
So it's a bit different now with Barcelona, isn't it? Not the new camp that's being done up now, isn't it?
It's the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah.
It's a different Barcelona at the moment.
Different on that side of it. So tonight, Ramsgate, 1,500 fans bringing tonight.
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? The magic of the FA Cup. Obviously, we're talking about Spanish football and stuff. You just don't get it in any other league, do you? This FA Cup excitement.
No, and there is an effort to make sure the FA Cup retains that magic. Because for a few years it lost it, if I'm being honest, and that's because of Champions League football and top four qualify, and for a lot of years now clubs have prioritised that over winning the FA Cup. But I think it's slowly but surely changing round again. But these early rounds, this is what it's all about. 1,500 fans from Ramsgate. It's the first time they've ever been to this stage of the competition. They started back in early August, and they're still going. They've had one replay, but I think this is their 8th match tonight.
Yeah,
and it's a big night for them, but it's a big night for Wimbledon as well.
Definitely.
We know the draw now. We know it's Ipswich at home in the next round, so it's worth pursuing and winning against.
As a player, it's the draw being before you played your second round game. Does that give you a bit more of an extra carrot, or do you have to concentrate on the game ahead of you?
I'll concentrate on it. Would give you an extra, boost if you know who you're playing.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think the draw should be made until the games are played anyway. I think it should be kept.
Yeah.
All those little traditional things we need to stick to, otherwise that's the reason why we lose the magic of the FA Cup.
I agree.
I mean, back in my day, it was on the radio, and it was, that was how the draw was made. Now it's on television, and it's in between some of the games being played. That's the way it is. But I think both sets of players will be hoping for to still be in the round in the hat for the next round. But playing Ipswich is a big deal at the moment. Ipswich look like they're going to be on the verge of the Premier League next season.
Yes,
so it'll be a tough game for either team, and of course, hopefully, I hope it's Wimbledon.
Definitely. So, your second visit to Plough Lane, we were chatting beforehand. It's a bit different from the old 100 yards down the road, isn't it? From the
I got the tube here tonight. I haven't had pleasant memories of driving from Essex to Wimbledon. It's taken me forever, so I worked my way across on the tube. So I walked past the old stadium, came off at Wimbledon Park, walked down, saw Bassett House, Laurie House, I think the flats are called.
Yeah.
And it's hard to envisage that's where it was, and the little alleyway down to Nelson's and the main entrance of the old ground. And it's a miracle that we're in this stadium now.
Yeah.
It is, from where the club started, how the club started, to get into the league, and now to have a magnificent stadium. It really is, and I'm glad the game is on TV, because it highlights what Wimbledon have done in the last 20 years. And where they've come from, and we shouldn't forget that. And I think there are a lot of people's second favourite club in the country because of how they got here, and why they got here, and what they decided to do. And it's good that people get reminded of what's happened at this football club.
So you're here part of the ITV team. We had a walk around earlier, and there's a lot of cameras here tonight. I noticed, to be fair, just behind us, I noticed obviously where you're going to be going up there. A little ladder up there.
Oh, is that? I've got flat shoes on. I've thought about it. I've been in worse. Trust me. I've been on the roof of some stadiums before, climbing through a hatch, walking around on top of the roof and stuff like that. So I imagined it wasn't going to be that high.
Not too bad.
But it's not too bad. So I was quite pleased with where we are tonight.
So we're expecting about 6,000-7,000 here tonight. This ground's an ideal ground. It holds around about 10,000, but the atmosphere in here can be really, really good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a good atmosphere tonight?
I am, as I say, the only time I've been here was for the game in COVID.
First game, yeah.
It was the first game against Doncaster. Nobody was in the stadium. We were here as we were working. I was here with John Scales, and for the club we did a 6-hour feed on the web that people could watch the first ever game. So it was a privilege to be here for that game. And I'm really looking forward to. I've been here once or twice for different functions, but this is my first visit with the fans in, so I can't wait to see what the atmosphere.
You see much of Wimbledon? Obviously, got a reasonably young team. Ali Al-Hamadi up front, doing really well.
He seems to be the star player, and better season than what we had last year. A lot of new players come into the squad. and things are going okay, and you can dream of the playoffs. Why not?
Definitely. And can I ask for, obviously I know you're doing ITV, can I ask for a little prediction tonight, what you think is going to happen?
It's a difficult one. I think Wimbledon have to avoid complacency.
Yeah.
There are issues that are big differences between the two teams. Ramsgate have a lot of players that have played at this level before, but fitness should be an issue. I noticed, I think Ramsgate have only trained twice in the last week.
Okay.
Because they're all working, they've all got jobs, the manager's got another job.
Yeah.
So I think fitness, the quality should be a difference, but also I think it's important that Wimbledon start fast and show that fitness, those strength, fitness levels on and off the ball, and that should be enough to see them win comfortably. But you just can't write teams off. We know as Wimbledon fans, you don't want to be complacent.
No.
You don't want to rule out an underdog. But I would expect a Wimbledon victory tonight,
Brilliant.
hopefully.
Well, look, thank you very much for joining us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Great to see you
Anytime.
again, and let's hope we have a good game ahead of us tonight.
Pleasure, thank you.